are the constructions for assignment number 17. So instead of copying angle QBC onto my paper, I'm just going to go ahead and construct the angle bisector right here on assignment number 17. So to do so, I'm going to put my compass point on B, and I'm going to draw an arc across the angle. This arc makes sure that I'm the same distance on both sides away from the vertex, because the closer I get to the vertex, the closer the two sides are, the further away from the vertex, the further away the two sides are. Then all I'm going to do is bisect this arc, doing the same constructions that I would for a perpendicular bisector. So I'm going to put my compass point on one of the end points, open my pencil more than halfway, draw an arc across, keeping the same compass setting, turn it around to the other side, draw the same arc. Looks like I need to finish this one. And line it up. Should line up with the vertex B. And draw in your angle bisector. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing for angle LMN. So to do so, I want to put my compass point on point M, draw an arc across the angle, and then I'm going to bisect using the points of intersection here as the end points. So I'm going to put my compass point on the first end point, open the pencil more than halfway, draw an arc, turn it around, keeping the compass setting the same, draw an arc. It should line up with the vertex, so we really only need one point through here. Line up the vertex with that point, and we have our second angle bisector. All right, so for number 3, we want to construct an isosceles right triangle, FGH, where the legs FG and FH are equal to AB. All right, so AB is this segment that I'm provided. So for number 3, we're going to start off with a segment. And I'm going to call this point F. I'm going to create a right angle at point F. So I need to extend this line a little bit further. Then I need F to be the midpoint of a segment. So I'm going to go the same distance on either side of F. And then I'm going to bisect F. So here I have my right angle for the right triangle. And I want legs FG and FH equal to AB. So here's AB. Here, transfer it on. 1, 2. So FH, FG, and then it's a triangle, so I'm going to connect H and G. All right, so I have my right triangle FHG. All right, next I'm going to, for number 4, construct triangle XYZ with 3 sides equal to AB, PQ, and RS. So for number 4, all right, first thing I'm going to do is just start off with a segment. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with the longest side. So we want one of the sides equal to RS. So you're going to go ahead and grab the length of RS from assignment number 17. And I'm going to copy that onto my segment. Need to make it a little bit longer. And we're going to label the first two vertices of my triangle. So at these 2 points right here, that's going to be X and Y. So now I have to figure out, where does point Z go? So we want one of the sides to equal the length of AB. So I'm going to take the length of AB and I'm going to draw an arc from X that equals the length of AB. So somewhere along this arc has to be the other vertex. So it is the length of AB from point X. Then my third side has the length of PQ. So from P to Q, I'm going to take that length and I'm going to go from point Y. So right here at this point of intersection, I am the length AB away from X for my first arc, and the length of PQ from Y. So I want to connect to create the triangle. And we have triangle XYZ, where we have the length AB, PQ, and RS. For part A, it says, then construct angle bisector ray XQ. So that means that the ray has to start at X and go through point Q. So that means I want to bisect the angle at X. So I'm going to put my compass point on X, draw an arc across, and then bisect the angle. And we want it to be a ray, starts at X and goes through point Q. So we have the ray XQ, that's part A. Part B, we want to construct the perpendicular bisector of line XY. So here's the line XY, so I want the perpendicular bisector of XY. Put the compass point on Y, open it more than halfway, draw an arc, turn it around to point X, same compass setting, line up, and we have our perpendicular bisector of XY. So this is part B, this was part A. And for part C, it says construct the median ZT. So medians go from a vertex to the opposite midpoint. So if we want median ZT, we want to go from Z to the opposite midpoint. So that means that this point right here has to be T. So to construct the median, I'm going to line up Z with T. And those are the 3 parts of number 4. This is part C. Number 5, it says, given nothing, construct first a 90-degree angle, label it ABC. So first, to construct a 90-degree angle, I'm going to start off with a line. I'm going to pick a point on the line and bisect it. I could actually just do the perpendicular bisector of this segment to get the 90-degree angle, most efficient way. Okay, and then we want to label the 90-degree angle ABC. So here's A, B, C. Okay. For part B of number 5, we want to construct a 60-degree angle. So for part B, to construct a 60-degree angle, we're going to draw a line, segment, and then I'm going to create an equilateral triangle. All equilateral triangles are equiangular. So I'm going to open my compass to the second endpoint, and I'm going to draw an arc. So anywhere along this arc is the same length as my segment. Turn it around, keeping the compass setting the same. Okay. So at this point right here, we are equidistant from each endpoint, and that distance is the length of my segment. So this is how we're going to create the 60-degree angle. All right, if I line it up with my protractor to check, really close. Oh, there we go. So I'm, pretty close. All right, so there we've got our 60-degree angle, and we're going to call that DEF. So DEF. For part C, we want to construct a 45-degree angle. 45 degrees is half of 90 degrees. So I'm going to construct a 90-degree angle first by taking a segment and bisecting it. Woo, sorry. So we want to create that perpendicular bisector. All right, so here we have 90 degrees. Now 45 degrees is half of 90 degrees, so I'm going to bisect one of the corners. Draw an arc across and then bisect. All right, so there's my 45-degree angle, and we're calling it GHJ. So GHJ, so this angle right here, 45 degrees. And then part D, we want to construct a 30-degree angle. A little bit more space. So we're going to construct a 60-degree angle again, taking a segment, creating an equilateral triangle, opening the compass the length of that segment, drawing an arc, turning it around, drawing the same arc, lining it up. Here's my 60 degrees. Right. That one's a lot closer. All right. And then we want to bisect that for 30 degrees. So if you take a look on the 60 degrees, I already have an arc across, so I'm just going to bisect using that arc. And there's my 30 degrees, so if we take a look, there we go, 60, 30. All right, so we're going to name the 30-degree angle KLM. KLM. All right, guys, I hope this helps.